Welcome to part 2 of my How to Draw Hair series. I'm Alicia, and let's get started.
Okay, so that one actually, and I'm looking at this shape again and it's not quite the right shape yet. So I'm just gonna mess with it a bit. Okay. And then she has a really nice prominent highlight on this side. It kind of goes down like this. Okay, so I have that sketched in, close enough. So now what I want to do, even though I have all those shadow shapes, just go in and put a mid-tone down. And this side is the darker side, so I don't really have to be very careful with where I put my marks until I get down to that highlight area. Okay. Sorry, sometimes I make noise when I draw. My tripod's in the way again, otherwise I would turn my paper. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and make this a little darker because I'm afraid I'm gonna lose the point of this whenever I go and come in and do this, the lines of the shadow shape in that one. And she has a bit of a highlight on the outside of her hair, so I kind of want to leave that. There's a bit of a glow from being backlit. Oh, her face kind of gets a little, oh, that's not her face, that's her shadow line. Okay. And I'm just blocking in the major shapes because everything else can come later. Oh, I thought that was a line. Just eraser mess. And I'm getting a little sloppy with my lines there, but shh, we'll pretend. Okay. And if you have control over your pencils, you don't really need to use all three for a sketch this small, but I just wanted to show the difference. Let's see. So then I'm going to come up here and I'm watching the line of the shadow because it kind of goes with her. No, it doesn't kind of. It definitely goes with her head shape. So you want to be careful with that. And this is where I start to be a little more careful with the edges between the highlights and the shadows, or the midtones too, of course. I see a tiny little part that will add to the impression of hair if I add it. So I just quickly, and I'm going to go back in later. I'd planned on pulling out some of the lighter area later, but it doesn't hurt to get that in there right now. Okay. And again, just like with the highlight over here, where I see a really light spot, even if I feel like I might get it out later, if it's much lighter, I want to leave a little space for it and preserve it. Just do less work later. Okay, and actually, and like when you're drawing anything else, you want to take the lines with the curve of the form that you're drawing. Like I don't want to have my lines going this way when the hair is hanging down this way. You should probably just concentrate on one area. Oh, I probably also should have maybe gone a little darker. Here. And there's a little spot that tucks in here. A little one over here. Probably went a little too dark with that line just there, but that's all right. Ooh, that's gonna be a nice little area to pull up in a minute. You didn't quite leave enough room for one of the sections. So I'm just gonna, but I like the part in it, so I'm gonna add the part anyway, and then pretend that I left enough room for it. I mean, use my artistic license. And
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe so you don't miss part 3. Have a nice day.